Welcome back, everyone. We're back in the shop. Quite a hiatus between videos, but we're going to work in the shop today on our Husqvarna ST224 two-stage snowblower. We're really happy with this machine. We bought it, well, 1.5 winters ago, so we're halfway through winter now. Really nice machine, easy to handle, throws the snow quite well, augers through the snow banks really nicely. Goes up and down the hills, all the gears work. We're really happy with it, but there's a couple of issues with it which we'll address. And one thing that we have to repair, and that is because we got a rock lodged in the auger and it broke a piece of plastic. So we're going to get to those two issues today, and I'll give you a bit of a review on what I like and don't like about this machine. This unit is designed so that when you engage the auger, there's a little clip here that when you engage the drive, it locks the auger in the on position so that you have one-handed operation for moving your chutes and things like that. And then the intent is once the drive is disengaged, it disengages the auger. But what we're finding when it's cold is that when I have this in this position and it's cold and we've been snow blowing for a little while and I disengage the drive, it does not want to release the auger, and then I have to sit there and I have to fidget and try and get it in the cold with big gloves on and things like that. So we'd like to take a look at that, maybe oil the joints and the cables and things like that, make sure everything's okay. So most of these are plastic parts. We're just going to give it a quick squirt with some WD-40 and see if that helps. And a little bit down the cable, not that we're going to be able to hit that, and we'll see if that does the trick. So the bigger issue today is this little plastic housing that's cracked, whether it be by a stuck rock or something, or just being too cold and the plastic cracked. Not sure what happened there, but at any rate, it does spit snow through there when it's in running position. And Husqvarna sells this part for about $12. Now I'm not sure if that's American or Canadian plus shipping, but that's not how we roll here. We don't want to throw this out. We're going to repair it rather than replace it. And I guess the first step is to remove this part of the chute to get at the plastic. The plastic is held on by 4 bolts. This looks simple enough. I hope it's just that little nut right there that'll hold everything, and we can just slide it off, and we'll try that first and see if it's as easy as that. So it turns out you have to take that extra housing off that protects the belts to get at the last bolt for that plastic housing. At any rate, it's all off. We're going to start repairing that plastic piece. This is the new member of the Mouse Patrol here. It is a son of Jesse Sr., and to save time, we named him Jesse Jr. And he's a great little cat, quite affectionate, and great to have around the shop. So every broken machine requires a new tool, of course. And this time I bought a plastic welder. I guess auto body guys use this for fixing plastic bumpers and other plastic pieces on cars if there's cracks and things like that. So it comes with this kit initially in the black case and everything you see in front of it, some clips and a pair of side cutters, a utility knife, and some other tips for welding solid plastic, a couple of pieces of plastic that come with it, and of course the gun itself, which is a 220 watt Model H220, no brand name. At any rate, I think I paid $39 on a Black Friday sale on this, originally $60 I think. And then in addition to that, I thought, well, I've got to have clips for a lifetime, of course. So I bought an additional box of clips, and that should last me for the rest of my natural life. At any rate, we've got the chute off of the snowblower, and we're going to try and repair it. So the kit comes with a couple of different patterns of clips, and some are heavier duty than others, and some are light duty. Some are small, some are large, and I'm sure there's different ones on the market, but this came with the kit, and I've chosen to go with the light duty little wiggly ones there, and we're going to find a piece of scrap plastic and try it first. So the two little clip ends fit into the ends of the, well, I guess the two rods that come out of the gun itself, and I'm assuming it works kind of like a toaster. You're putting current through there, and when you press the trigger, it puts a current through there and heats up that little clip just like a toaster, and then you shove it into the plastic. Now I happen to have a little old plastic case here. We're going to try one and just see if that's the case. All right, pretty simple. I think what you have to do with these little clips is just give them a little bit of a squeeze so that there's a bit of outward pressure when you put them into the ends of the rods. Kept on falling out on me. And but yeah, you just press the button on the gun and hold it against the plastic until it heats up, and then push it in as far as you want to go, and I think that works pretty good. And then you clip off the ends with that side cutter that came with the kit, that high-end tool, but works fine. And now let's get to fixing that chute. Okay, here's the broken chute. So you can see what happened here, and it was letting snow through. Kind of thin plastic for a little bit of a robust machine. You would think that'd be a bit thicker. At any rate, we're going to do it on the back side or on the inside of the chute. Now you can see how much wear and tear there is when it's shooting rocks through there. So yeah, we're going to clean it up, put a bit of super glue in there just to tack it together while we're gluing, and then we'll use the little stitching gun to stitch it together. So we're going to use this super glue and the activator. Just fill a bead in there and then spray some activator on there and get that tacked together. So I used the big squiggly one for the bulk of the stitching, and I'm going to put one more across the bottom with a bit of a smaller one. I guess there's different styles. That's why there's different styles of clips. We've got that crack stitched all the way up. I think I used about 15 staples altogether, and one different one for down at the bottom there. But yeah, a handy little tool. I think that's going to be a strong fix, at least for the time being. We'll see how it works out. But yeah, I think this tool is going to be handy. It worked out really nicely, and I can see other uses for it, fixing plastic chairs or other parts. So glad I bought it, rather than sending this little piece to the landfill. So a quick review on having this unit for about a year and a half now. We're quite happy with it, and blows in a lot of snow. Like they say on the videos, it'll throw a frozen piece of, you know what, 30 feet if you have to. But other than the little glitch here with the safety feature, hopefully that's repaired with a little bit of WD-40 and the break in the plastic, it runs pretty good now. When I first reviewed this, when we bought it, it ran, but it surged, and I accounted that for bad gas. And so we ran a couple of tanks through it, put a bit of fuel conditioner in there, and it runs just fine now. So it must have just been a bit of old gas that had been in there, and that's through that now, and it runs just nice. Now we do not use the automatic start or the starter on there. We always use the pull start because it always seems to start on the first or second pull. Overall, real easy to use. I would recommend it for, a smaller person. It doesn't have that wide of a swath, but one extra pass is not going to kill you. So, but it works fine for us. So I'm quite impressed with this little unit, a little Chinese tool. Feels a little bit light in the hand, but works nonetheless. And I bought enough clips for the rest of my life. And it's always nice to repair rather than replace, because that piece of plastic would have ended up in the dump, and now it's got a second life. But yeah, we're overall happy with this little unit. It's easy to handle. Mrs. from the woods can handle it. We've cleared a lot of snow already with the year and a half that we've had it, and snow is still coming. So hopefully we'll see how that repair holds up. And well, we're glad to be back reviewing tools and doing things around the property. And hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one.